great. Congratulations.
Thank you
I
very
really,
much.
really like that.
I'm glad you saw it.
It's terrific. How do you, what do you do about that?
I try and deride them into leaving, chide them into leaving.
But do you,
Deride, chide.
Yeah, deride.
All things that become, you know.
I mean, you knock America quite a lot, don't you?
Yeah. Because I love it.
Because you love it.
Because I love it. That I have to speak out against the insanity and hypocrisy that exists.
But don't you upset a lot of people by doing that?
Sure. But they're not Americans.
Is that generally you're talking to you? I mean, is only America you love? Are you talking about generally you love the lot, and so that's why you knock it?
Love the what?
Do you love the lot? Like you love? I mean, say you said you played in England,
Right.
Do you have the same love of humanity in England, or is it only America that you're concerned with?
No, I feel the same thing everywhere, but I think America is such a universal world influence. You know, for instance, when y'all have Chippendales in the West End, this is a little of our export activities that annoy me.
Yeah, but that's kind of harmless, really.
Is it really?
Well,
they're rolling in the money. That's what they're concerned about in the West End. That's the.
but when you get, I mean, you're quite near the knuckle. I mean, if you toned it down a bit, don't you think you'd get a few more people in? You'd go more mainstream. You'd be more acceptable, perhaps.
Less funny, more fame. I don't think that's funny, though, to be. I don't want all these people. Who wants all these people? I want just people who think. Why would I want to lower my standards?
Yes, but I mean, from a television point of view, I mean, you can't, there are certain television programs you just wouldn't be able to go on, would you? I mean, like, take the religion, that some of your act.
Well, I doubt I'll be on Sunday sermon with that, but
I mean, that's quite near the knuckle, all that business about Jesus and the crosses.
Well, it's in the Bible. It's in the Bible. I'm just reading from the Bible.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't read my Bible.
No, I don't think it's that controversial. I really don't. I think the thing I do about the execution of the guy and having Christians being for the execution, many people would find that ironic, particularly those who are familiar with what Jesus said.
Yes, but I mean, in America, religion is such a big thing. I mean, it's a very middle class thing, isn't it? I mean, so you're knocking an awful lot of people.
Sure.
So you couldn't go and play you wouldn't play a lot in the Midwest or in Bible belts or.
I play there all the time.
And what happens? Do you get a lot of flack?
Well, I've been attacked. Is
Really?
that flack? Is that under the flack category?
It does.
What's like I say in my act, if they're Christians, and forgive me.
I mean, is there some way, like,
Very funny.
is this your persona up there, or is it, I mean, who is the real Bill Hicks?
That is really me.
That's really you.
Yeah. What else am I? I don't understand. What am I supposed to do? Talk about things that aren't me in order to bridge a gap into banalities and mundane and the mass media that you seem to like? I don't get it. Aren't you supposed to do things you believe in? That is
yes,
me.
That is you.
I think that's great. I mean, it's very commendable. But it's like where you draw the line between entertainment and social comment. Or do you think it comes under the...
Does there need to be a line?
Well, I don't know. You tell me.
I'm almost sure there's people who've operated with feet on both sides.
We were talking to a guy recently who actually knows you, a guy called Roy Chubby Brown in England, and he's very obscene. And he says he gets away with what he does. I mean, the people like it. I mean, it's funny in some ways, in other ways not.
But he has a persona.
He says it's not me, it's this character that's on stage, and we were just
I mean, for instance,
What's his name?
Roy Chubby Brown.
See, I'm actually being him. I'm actually Roy Chubby Brown. Now,
you're the real Roy Chubby.
well, that's fine. I mean, there's lots. I'm not, demeaning what other people do to get entertainment. I just think that be entertaining is thinking is very entertaining. Put him in some of these joints. But I don't see it as that controversial.
What's your opinion of people like Bob Hope and those old kind of comedians, old stuff, Benny Hill and people like that?
Well, think they were funny at one time. You know, they did great work.
Yeah.
I just need something more with my humor. I don't know.
Where would you draw the line, for instance?
I would draw the line only with something that I didn't believe in or think was funny. That's all.
So what don't you believe in?
Well, I obviously wouldn't go on and support some type of racist dogma for the sake of a joke. Whereas I would go on and puncture racist ideas like that. Yeah.
So you think comedians who do go on and to get behind, you know, get their laughs out of racist and sexist things, you don't... What's your opinion on that kind of thing?
Well,
there's a lot of those in England. You know, they're not allowed on the mass media, but they work in clubs, and a lot of their humour comes out of racist statements and sexist statements. And a lot of people seem to like it. I'm not saying it's what I...
Yeah, I my personal belief is I don't think the obvious is always that funny, you know, and that seems rather obvious to me.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's that funny. I like to be... I kind of like what I do is I play devil's advocate to accepted beliefs. And they're beliefs that I question myself, so that is me up there. I am questioning these beliefs that have been told to me that are true and see how they are enacted in our lives, and when they're not, herein is the satire.
So you've never compromised yourself at all?
Oh, I have.
Have you?
Yeah.
What, for television? For mainstream? For...
Well, no, just in general, in all of those, and in performing in general. I've done things that I was not proud of, but I've learned from them.
Have you had things edited out? I mean, have you
Oh,
had...
definitely.
Yeah?
I did a TV show once here. It was supposed to be, you know, whatever, 7 minutes. And it was literally this. Ladies and gentlemen, Bill Hicks. Boom, cut, I'm sitting down. My set was gone, yeah. And it was weird, because I was doing, that night, jokes about the TV evangelist here in the States.
Which one?
And they said you can't do any jokes about them. And then a year later, that big scandal broke, and every comedian, every host was doing jokes about it. So that was kind of neat. I was kind of punished for being ahead of my time.
Yeah.
I kind of like that.
Do you like that?
I can take that kind of punishment.
You enjoy being a sort of rebel?
I guess I do, but I really don't think it's that rebellious.
You don't think it in terms of...
I don't. I talk to the audience like I talk to my friends. They don't sit there and go, gee, Bill, you're so controversial. They know that I'm having a conversation and we're talking about ideas, and there's no limits to the way we can express ourselves. It can be graphic, it can be over the top, it can be anything.
What about in Europe? What about what do you get angry about over there?
Well,
you know, or in Britain, or
I haven't been there enough. I'm really very much an American, so I think these problems are universal.
Yeah, right. What would you do, say, somebody offered you a large contract, a large amount of money to do something, and then said to you, oh, well, you got to do that, you can't do this. Where would you stand on something like that? If there was a chance to suddenly make it big, in inverted commas.
Well,
but you had to tone it down, and you had to work within certain parameters.
I couldn't do it.
You couldn't do it.
Couldn't do it. And I have said no to a lot of things that fit that bill. I don't think it's not just being angry. It's.
yes.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking you down. I just saw your act, and I thought it was great, fantastic. I just wanted to know where you stood on something like that.
I couldn't do it. And plus, I painted myself into a corner too. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, to have me come out and begin juggling or selling soap in some commercial, I don't think I could sleep with.
Because
myself.
I mean, I remember in the '60s, which is sort of when I was sort of around. I saw a lot of people at that time.
Like Jonathan Swift and Mark Twain and Lenny Bruce.
Lenny Bruce.
That's interesting, because Lenny Bruce's big statement was that he wasn't a comedian. Even though he was a comic, he said, yeah, right, I'm not a comedian. People think I'm a comedian, but I'm telling the truth.
Well, what are you saying? That he didn't want to be a comedian?
Well, I'm just making the point that where we draw this line between entertainment and truth.
Which was very offensive to a lot of people. And I mean, you pick up on that. I mean, this whole thing about what I can't make out is this thing about your thinking comedy.
Lenny Bruce never offended me, by the way. I just want to put that in there. Am I included in the spectrum of people?
What does offend you?
Okay. What offends me is banality and triteness and things that are obvious, things that don't require thinking. I don't get that. Why?
Yes, but there are
people say after the shows, they go, well, we come to comedy clubs, we don't come to think.
Like your parents, wherever you come from. I mean, are your parents religious? Did you grow up in a religious background?
Yeah, definitely. That's why I rebel against religion.
But you're knocking it for a lot of people.
Well, I'm not, no. I'm knocking some preconceived notions about it. I'm not knocking the idea of brotherly love. You know, and this is the same nation, by the way, considers itself a Christian nation that just went and bombed another country in the Middle East to death for the sake of oil. I don't know what your version of...
What's that got to do with comedy? I mean,
well, that particularly nothing. But to use that as a cornerstone for some satire could perhaps make people who feel uncomfortable with that pretense make them feel better.
Yeah, but your man living, your family, your nice family living in where you come from or where anybody else comes from, they don't want to see that. They don't want to find that funny.
Well, I got news for you. The stuff they watch, I don't want to see.
All right,
but I don't complain about it. I do what I want to do, and I try and find the audience.
When you're sitting down and working out your
skit,
whatever you want to call it, yeah, is there anything you say? Or will this work? Shall I try that out? Dare I get away with that? Or do you never think in that way?
I know.
You never think... Well,
I know that if it makes me laugh, it'll make someone else laugh too.
So you have no qualms about saying anything, really?
No,
you don't
if it makes
censor yourself at all?
No, if it makes me laugh, I know that that's the way to go.
Whatever the consequences.
Sure. Or what
you know?
When did there become...
Destitution and, you know...
I'm not destitute, but when did there become consequences in a comedy setting? I mean, we're taking this a little too seriously. After all, some people consider it just a bad night. I didn't think of it as consequences.
But I mean, a lot of people don't even know what politics are going on. A lot of people in America don't even know. I mean, they don't actually read those newspapers that you read, where maybe you get some of your whatever you call them.
Skits.
Yeah. But a lot of people don't read the papers that you read, and so they're not going to find it funny.
I've noticed that, and a lot of people.
But are you going to try and change that? Are you going to try and bring those people in?
No.
Are you going to leave them happy?
Sure, I don't.
The kind of lives they want to live?
God forbid I should wake them up from that joyous life of not knowing anything. I don't play to those people.
So really, you're only interested in preaching to the converted. You know, you want to entertain the people that want to be entertained by you, and you're not really interested in the mass of ignorant people, as you say.
Well, if
the dumb ones.
If this is any indication of how strenuous that is, you're right. No, they're giving an example.
Yeah, but then do they want it to be made a laughing matter? I mean, that's what our program is about.
There are lines there.
There are no lines. Where are the lines?
It seems as though there are. As much as you like to think there aren't, it seems as though there are. Doesn't it? Doesn't it?
Now more than ever, yes.
Yeah.
Well, no, so I think there's a difference between anger and passion.
Oh, absolutely.
And I used to take it quite seriously. I don't anymore. So there's a difference between anger and passion.
But we're running. Why are you so angry? I mean, what have you got to lose? You've got all this in front of you. You're like a young guy who's setting off and you're pulling them in and you're so angry about it. I mean, you rub people up the wrong way so much.
Well, that makes me angry. I'm not angry. I think there's a difference between being angry and being passionate. And if I was angry, I don't think I would say the things that I do. And it's only the passion that I believe in them that I can pull them off to those people who do like it.
But what about
God, man, you got me going in circles here.
Yeah, but what about what about the family? What about the traditional American family? Why do you want to rub them up the wrong way? Why do you get so angry at them? What have they done wrong?
Well, I don't think there's any such thing as a traditional family, and you know, I was reading in the Bible, trying to get over my anger, and I was reading a story about Jesus, and he started preaching, and he was causing a real stir, and his mom came and said, "Quit preaching," and he goes, "No," a little angry. And she goes, "You do this, I'm your mother." And he goes, "All women are my sisters, and all men are my brothers." There's the traditional family. I think that's why a lot of families are breaking up right now, and people now can break out of their little worlds and instead see that we are one big family. That's not anger, is it? What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding?
Well, there's nothing funny. I mean,
Yeah. I was going to ask you something there.
I mean,
Slipped my tongue. Slipped my mind.
I don't remember where we are. Sorry, can we cut?
You guys act, right? You're
Yeah.
actors.
But no, but
That is the hardest profession.
I think stand-up comedy is
Yeah, I
I
know.
think so.
You see?
Stand-up
It's the hardest thing I've
stand-up-
had to do. I did it once,
Stand-up
twice.
is real easy for stand-up comics. And
It is the first time I did it. I've done it a couple of times, but if I had to do it every night, I couldn't do it. I mean, it would take so much work and what you have to have in your head. It's not now, what I want, do you read the Bible often? Personally?
I
You've
don't.
been quoting the Bible. Do you actually read the Bible?
No, I stay in hotels, and there's one in every
got
hotel.
you.
It's either
Gideon's
that,
Bible.
Gideon's Bible. It's either that or the softcore porn channel. So my day is
Yeah.
full, you know.
You were talking about anger and passion, the difference. Now, just to quote the Bible, funnily enough, when Jesus was in, say, the temple and he kicked out the moneylenders and all that. Now, what would you call? Would you call that anger or would you call that passion? Just, I don't know why I came onto that.
That's
but
very good, though. But that's
Yeah.
great. This may help clarify something to you.
Yeah.
Between what Jesus did. If people had said, oh, look at what an attitude he's got. Leave the money changers alone. What's wrong? No, you have to tell the truth. You
Yeah, but
have
that's
to.
not the truth necessarily for those, 20 million other people who actually believe in.
The truth is the truth.
Yeah, but they don't see it like that.
Well, the 20 million can't fit in the venue
Well,
anyway.
you read the Bible.
They don't
in a
need 20 million
you
people.
read the Bible in a
What
different
do you
way
think
than
I'm
all
trying
those
to
other
do?
people read the Bible.
That's
Because they go to church and they have certain values.
oh, and to me,
And
I'm
you-
watching the softcore porn channel, and you know what? Yeah, everyone reads it the way they want to read it, but I don't think there's any way you can argue with the idea that we should all, that we all live together here on this planet, and we should, therefore, take care of each other. How do you argue with it?
I totally
I'm
agree.
not arguing. I'm just finding that I don't understand
We
what's
should,
this
but
got
we
to
don't,
do with
do
comedy
we?
and what's funny about it.
To give an example, I guess the humor would be showing how we live in spite of the truth. Herein would be an absurdity.
People say, Bill, quit talking about Kennedy, man. It was a long time ago. Just let it go. All right? It's a long time ago. Just forget it. I'm like, all right, then don't bring up Jesus to me. As long as we're talking shelf life here, you know. Is that lamb stale? Taste that. Which, by the way, this action right here was caused by a bullet coming from up here. Did y'all know that? Yeah. I know to the layman it looks like the bullet would be coming from the area up front and to the right, the grassy knoll area. But according to the CIA, who did studies, yeah, go back to bed, America. Well, the bullet made his hand and ricocheted off on Jackie's knee and came back up there. Oh, okay, great. All right, I'm with you. There's actually a Bible out called the New Living Bible. It's a Bible in updated and modern English, I guess to make it more palatable for people to read. but it's kind of weird when you listen to, and Jesus walked on water, and Peter said, awesome. Suddenly we got Jesus hanging 10 across the Sea of Galilee, you know. Christ's bogus adventure. Christian Union. Ah, that was weird too, with that Robert Alton Harris execution. It's kind of weird. A lot of people were confused and to see Christians out front supporting the death penalty. It seemed ironic to a lot of people who actually know the words of Christ. But I didn't think it was ironic at all, because after all, if it weren't for capital punishment, you know, we'd have no Easter. So, fuck it. It's a 3-day weekend where I come from. Fuck it. Fry these guys up. What was it, a traffic violation? I'll pull the switch. Should we get a day off for this? I just don't understand the violent aspect of life, you know what I mean? Like during the riots, these NRA guys just love, these NRA people just love the fucking riots. Did you see them on TV? Ah, 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 yeah, yeah, ah, yeah, ah, ah, ah. It's about as literate as they get, but I actually heard this guy on TV going, see, now how do you feel without a gun? Huh? The mob coming, and you don't have a gun. Yeah. How does that feel? No gun, and here come the mobs. You know, before I bought a gun, I try and figure out what it is about me that keeps attracting fucking mobs. That's the way I'd work that problem. Oh, I am in Southern California, aren't I, right now? Bill, we all have guns right now. Don't press your fucking point, Sean. We are killer Christians, Bill. That's what we are. The right to bear arms and shoot other people. Got it? For which we are forgiven.